Welcome back to Chapter 2 of my historical playthrough of France in Paradox Interactive's Hearts of Iron 4. In video 1, we did primarily a military buildup and ended our video with the Saar offensive once war had officially broken out between Germany and the Allies. We're going to start this one in September 27th, 1939 with the fall of Warsaw. And so if we go out to our trusty friend Google and say, when did Germany defeat Poland? They defeated them in real life, September 1, 1939. And so Germany did not officially invade in real life France until May of 1940, but I think we're going to see that a lot sooner. So this video is going to be all about Germany's invasion, or the Battle of France, and us trying to defend and hold the line for as long as possible. Alright, the very first thing we're going to do is stop the Saar offensive. It didn't work. Historically, it didn't work. We are going to just basically delete that order. There are no divisions assigned to this order. Are you sure? Okay, whatever. We're going to delete that order. And that should stop us from trying to push in further. And we'll just basically sit here and hold the line. I'm also going to reassign my Air Force at this point from Western Germany to Northern France. So we're going to basically get everybody that's here. All of our fighters, well, everybody, right? I'm sure there's some way to select them all. I could have sworn I had a tactical. Yeah, I probably got a tactical somewhere. What are you? Waiting up. Okay, whatever. And we're going to group them all. And I think I have a group already, so let's. Okay, that's why the one tactical. Okay, and we're gonna reassign our Air Force to all of our Air Force to all of Northern France, and we're going to. I guess we can't do air superiority and interception. Let's just go ahead and do air superiority and close air support, and we're going to just have that ready to go. Meanwhile, I'm going to look to sort of shuffling around some of our lines here as needed. Eventually, they're going to give up on the Maginot Line and sweep around through the lowlands. So I don't want to leave these guys completely unsupported here. I do have a standby line ready to go to support them, but I'm torn between having this be a standby defense where they can entrench and then an advancement where they would save them from routing so quickly. So we're gonna see how that goes. But for now, the Saar offensive's been canceled, and we're going to see what happens with Germany coming in through the Netherlands and Belgium. October 1939, Luxembourg has capitulated, and Germany has declared war on the Netherlands. So Luxembourg, we can see here, is part of the German Reich. And you can see this kind of massive German line on the Netherlands, which is going to push through them like butter, unfortunately. And then they're going to bring it on down to us, and we'll see how well our preparations. First the Netherlands, then Belgium. And we'll see how long our line can hold. One of the challenges that I'm having is how to do an orderly fallback, really. I have this massive line here, which is, I'd rather contract, you know, and basically slow them down on their march to Paris. We've basically called a halt to everything going on in the Alps, but because I can hold the Maginot Line here for a while, and I guess this is sort of a classic dilemma, unfortunately. Maybe what I'll do is try and connect this fallback line to the Maginot line a bit. Yeah, that happened quickly. Days. Game days, of course. So anyway, we've got... I have naval forces here in Calais that I should get spun up pretty quickly. Anyway, I'm going to stumble around with that for a little while to provide them with shore bombardment when they come through to Belgium at Dunkirk. And I'm also thinking about perhaps trying to swing this line around a little bit more. We'll see how that goes. Okay, a big assault going on the Maginot line right now. So that's we're going to be able to hold that pretty well, I'm sure. But we're going to need to figure out how to fall back here pretty soon because the pain is coming. And you can see the Zerg are up here, and so far we're doing okay holding the Maginot line. They're going to break through, and I'm thinking about having all my troops fall back off the Maginot line, just to be less separated, and we can concentrate a bit more. With Belgium having fully capitulated at this point, October 27th, we now have our large line, which are broken into two fronts, the northeast and the north. And so it's all about the defense game now. Things are looking pretty good right now, of course, but once they regather their strength, then the punishment begins. Something that I've read is that these areas here, being plains, are really bad to fight on. So while they've got forest on their side and I've got plains on mine, that might not be the greatest idea. So that's why I drew this fallback line here. The big problem that I'm having with this is that as the northern front pushes down this way, we're going to leave a gap here where they can come on in behind us and fill it. So performing some sort of orderly retreat off the Maginot line and into the center is a high goal of mine. How to pull it off, I really don't know. And when I say I don't know, I mean I literally don't know. I've been trying to learn how to do all the movements and lines and orders and all that sort of thing, and I think I'm getting it. But I'm sure that there are some more advanced tricks that I could and should be making use of. So anyway, the big Battle of France has begun. Okay, we're really holding the line here, actually, which I'm happy for. And this is probably going to make me sound really dumb, but ever since I've figured out an army can have more than one order, and you can assign divisions to different orders, it's like, oh, alright, cool, I'm moving people all over the place now. They still wander off every once in a while, but, you know, whatever. And figuring out reinforcement has been rough. Like, oh, I'm just going to move a bunch of people onto this space to cover the gap here. They're like, nah, bro, you need to reinforce. Which is cool, because there's technology about it. And also, we have lost air superiority, which we sort of figured out was going to happen. Oh, look, there are 1,000 planes going after my 71. So, yeah. But for having said that, we're a month in, and technically France was forced to capitulate in a month, and we're pretty good so far. I've had a few holes, but we're plugging some holes here, no big deal. I've pulled most people off the Maginot line and put them on a second front here at the Benelux region, which is where we're doing a bunch of warfare. And there's been some back and forth, but let's see. I'm gonna push it as long as I can. If I make it to 2 months, I'll be feeling pretty good. I'm kind of feeling like I'm gonna make it, actually. And it would be great if I could push it all the way to June 1940, which is historically when France was forced to surrender. So let's keep fighting. Okay, so now that I know I can use multiple orders to represent multiple lines, I've stripped everybody except one person off of the Maginot Line. We're going to start an orderly fallback as much as possible. Really kind of one by one. And so I'm going to move these guys to this fallback line first. Let's see if they'll do it. Yes. Okay. Because, and this is probably not going to be fast enough, we're going to lose this, I think. And they're going to split us. And then all these guys here could get encircled and wiped out. So we're going to pull them back. In the north, we're doing okay. Still haven't figured out how to really go, okay, we're doing great over here, but why don't we go fight over there? Not doing all that well with that. Yeah, whatever. So, yeah, what I really need to do is protect, mostly because I'm not worried about this. They're not pushing through right now, but that one little gap right there, they're going to force on me, and then basically divide my forces, which I don't want to have happen. So we're going to lose anyway, which that was the plan all along. So let's just go ahead and pull back, and I probably should get these tanks out of here too. But I don't want to have this crazy mad dash where then they come in and encircle me anyway. So we're gonna try and pull back and hope for non-disaster to this fallback line here, behind the river, behind the forest. We're leaving the Maginot Line, but that's because we're a little bit weak in here. Anyway, already stated that. This is just really a reinforcement line. It's not even really a fallback line, where I send reinforcements up to the north, and so far that's working out pretty well. And really what I'll do is just come in and go, okay, I have full morale units, let's go ahead and just swap you into this guy, or then I can, that army. So I swapped him out from the reinforcement army into the, and then we'll go ahead and either put you in this order on here, which I think I'm going to do, actually. And so that's working out pretty well for me so far. So let's keep fighting. It is November 26th. We started October 18th. And we've gone past a month. So let's keep going. Alright, I think my tactics are working out pretty well here. Got decently positive defense battles going on. The front line has fallen back. I have retreated off the Maginot Line successfully. This guy looks like he's kind of boned, but probably not too bad, because, come on. Oh, yeah. So he's going to fall back to my fallback line, what do you know? And I've already made him part of the reserve army, the resting army. And so even the places where I'm getting kind of pummeled, it's like, oh no, they're going to fall back across the river where I can defend it better. So I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good. We are 9 days away from 2 months in. And we haven't even captured Paris yet. I got lines all over the place. Man, vive la France. Now, one thing that is happening to me is I'm pretty sure they're bombing factories. And if anybody's listening to this going, duh, well, that sucks. But I guess that makes sense, because otherwise I'd probably be able to hold them off for a lot longer. So I'm trying to rebuild them, but I don't think I'm building them fast enough. They're bombing them faster than I'm building them, which is probably pretty historically accurate. So, alright, let's keep pressing on. So my lines in the north have worked maybe a little too well, actually. because they've penetrated along the Swiss border here, and my Alps forces, I'm just kind of too tired to move them. I mean, I suppose I could order a massive retreat, but I don't even know how they're going to do that at this point without getting pinched between Italian forces and so on. They're mountaineers, I'll let them tough it out. But anyway, so this is a little bit odd and not exactly historically accurate. I've been holding the northern line too long. But we reached 2 months, so that's cool. We're going to just keep wearing this, trying to wear them out as much as we can until we're forced to surrender. Alright, a milestone. I made it to January of 1940. I've never done this before. So, I'm pretty excited. I don't think we're gonna be here long. We're closing in. And, I don't know why I'm always attacking them. Like, I really don't want to attack you and lose a bunch of crap on a losing battle. Like, what's the point? Just defend. Just dig in and defend. And I could switch everybody to last stand mode, which, maybe I will. I mean, we're right outside of Paris at this point, and they're swooping around the southeast here. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm pretty excited to make it to 1940. Yay. So I think what I'm going to do is just stop micro at this point. I should redraw this line. And just have everyone fight. Fight to the death. So yeah, I'm just going to stop micro, do it all by lines, and see how long it takes until the army collapses. And there it is, January 9th, 1940. We have capitulated. Continue the fight as a government in exile. Now what we can do, and so this is going to make this game and the rest of this video series kind of weird, is we can say the fight goes on. I could have said we can collaborate with the Germans, and then we become Vichy France, which is like a puppet France, which did happen, but I don't want to play as them. We can do the fight goes on and become Free France, which is like an exiled French government, and we're going to do that. That's going to be kind of interesting. So we're going to choose that. And we did not accept the armistice. For the portion of Free France that was historically accurate, there was obviously people who decided to collaborate with Germany and became Vichy France. And so what we get is we have Free France. This is our country over here in South America now. Woohoo! From which we can finally take revenge on our oppressors. And I'm pretty sure, so you see here Vichy France, right? And then the main becomes Vichy France. And then there's also, I think, some southeastern something or other. What is that it? No, okay. There's anyway, there's some other area that we get somewhere, and rather than just search around for it forever, this will be how we play for the next, or at least how we start for the next video. So that might be incredibly boring to you, but it seems pretty challenging to me. In a way, it's like we're almost going to be an observer. But I'm curious to see what we can do with the guerrilla warfare and resistance and espionage and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's it. Thanks again for joining me. We're going to figure out how to play as Free France in the next series, and the Battle of France is officially over, and unfortunately, we lost. See you next time. Bye.